My name is Specialist Sandoval Juan Jane, and today I will be conducting a brief on conflict management. Today's brief is unclassified. Before we begin the brief, I will be going over some in case of emergency situations. In case of a fire, find the nearest exit and exit your house, building, or area. Call 911 and report to higher up. In case of an earthquake, seek shelter. Call 911 and report higher up. In case of an active shooter, the Army's philosophy is to run, hide, and fight. The agenda for today, I will be discussing about the introduction, conflict, types of conflict management, styles used to resolve issues, the conclusion, and at the end there will be time for any questions. Introduction. Conflict management. Conflict management is the practice of being able to identify, handle conflicts sensibly, fairly, and efficiently. It is best utilized after understanding conflict, styles of conflict management, and strategies used to resolve conflict. Conflict. The definition of conflict is a fight, battle, or struggle, especially a prolonged struggle. According to Major Luis D. Martinez, there are 3 levels to conflict. Level 1 is intrapersonal. Intrapersonal conflicts are revolved around one individual. Level 2 is interpersonal conflicts. Intrapersonal conflicts are revolved 2 or more individuals. Level 3, intragroup. Intragroup conflicts involve 1 or more groups of personnel in the same organization or command. Styles of conflict management. These styles of conflict management that I am going to discuss are by Dr. Ralph H. Kilman and Kenneth W. Thomas. They are known as the Thomas-Kilman conflict mode instrument. To begin, accommodating. Accommodating is when a leader cooperates with a soldier to accommodate for the soldier's issues. So the leader is more of a servant leader, and he looks more to take care of the soldier's problems. Avoiding. Leaders and soldiers do not reach a goal. The goal is to resolve the conflict. Conflict is ignored and therefore avoided. These are traits of toxic leadership. It is listed because as there are examples of what to follow, there has to be an example of what not to follow. Collaborating. In collaborating, leaders pair up with each other so that they can discuss the conflicts, they can help each other out, and at the end, they resolve each other's conflicts together. Competing. Competing is known as the win-lose style. In competing, leaders take over the conflict to achieve their goal. So this happens when 2 individuals are in conflict, and to fix the problem fast, the leader takes over and he comes up with a solution without consulting the 2 individuals. Finally, compromising. Compromising is known as the lose-lose situation or style. It is known as the lose-lose style because it provides a temporary solution and it does not provide a definite solution to the problem. Strategies used to resolve issues. This strategy is composed by Michael McCovey and Tim Scudder. To their belief, it is best to prevent a conflict from taking place in the first place. Through their strategy, you will be able to develop your own strategies to resolve conflict. It begins with anticipating. You have to anticipate by taking time to obtain information that can lead to a conflict. So if you hear rumors about two individuals arguing or in conflict with each other, you take information that, hey, maybe these two soldiers, they don't like each other, and you should prepare yourself for when a conflict will arise. This ties in to prevent. Before conflict occurs, develop strategies to prevent the conflict. Identify. Identify which level of conflict the conflict actually is. According to McCovey and Scudder, if the problem is intrapersonal, it is important that a leader addresses the issue and gets it resolved as quickly as possible. This is because it is a problem within an individual, and the individual's life could be at risk. Manage. When managing a conflict, it is always important to remember that conflict is always emotional. The individual, the individuals, or the group in conflict, they all begin their conflict through emotional issues. Resolve. React without blaming, and the soldiers will learn through dialogue. It is important that when you're resolving a conflict, that you don't point fingers or blame just one person or anyone, in fact. Soldiers will learn to accept the resolution because they know that you took time to address their issues and you found who or what caused the problem, but you did not blame anyone. Conclusion. Understanding conflict, styles of conflict management, and strategies used to resolve issues will lead to leaders being proficient in conflict management. Conflict is a prolonged struggle. It is not a short-term issue. It is something that a leader has to step in and learn to resolve. It is also important to be able to identify the 3 levels of conflict so you know which type of conflict you're dealing with. Styles for conflict management. They address ways to address any issue and to avoid issues in general. Strategies to resolve issues. They help you build your own strategy so you can further develop your skills and so you can become more proficient at conflict management. At this time, if you have any questions, I will be answering your questions.